Good evening and welcome to our top stories. Today, we delve into the intricate relationship between President Donald Trump and the Supreme Court, particularly focusing on his publicly expressed frustrations with some of his own judicial appointees. Our CNN team has been following this closely, and reports indicate a growing rift, particularly with Justice Amy Coney Barrett. We are seeing new reports emerge from sources familiar with the conversations, revealing that President Donald Trump has been privately complaining that the Supreme Court justices he appointed have not sufficiently aligned with his agenda. While he has voiced general disappointment with several of his nominees, the most pointed criticism, we understand, has been directed at Justice Amy Coney Barrett, his most recent appointee to the High Court. This isn't an entirely new sentiment from the former president. We've seen hints of this frustration before, but the recent reports underscore a deepening concern within Trump's inner circle regarding the judiciary he so meticulously worked to reshape during his first term. To understand the context, remember that Trump appointed 3 justices to the Supreme Court: Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. These appointments were a cornerstone of his legacy, intended to shift the ideological balance of the court significantly to the right, which indeed they have, resulting in a 6-3 conservative majority. This majority has, as anticipated by conservatives, led to landmark rulings curtailing abortion rights, rejecting affirmative action policies, and limiting the power of administrative agencies. However, despite these broadly conservative outcomes, specific decisions have seemingly ruffled feathers within Trump's camp. A key point of contention that has drawn the ire of some of Trump's most ardent supporters, particularly the MAGA base, involves Justice Barrett. We've seen reports from just a couple of weeks ago in mid-May, indicating that Justice Barrett sparked outrage among some conservatives for her questioning of a Trump administration lawyer during oral arguments at the Supreme Court. During that hearing, the court was weighing the issue of nationwide injunctions, which are rulings by a single federal judge that can block an executive action across the entire country. Trump's administration has been contesting these, arguing that a district judge shouldn't wield more power than the president. During these arguments, Justice Barrett reportedly pushed back against the Trump administration's Solicitor General, Dean John Sauer, for what she perceived as an insufficient response to Justice Elena Kagan, a liberal justice. Sources close to the matter indicate that Justice Barrett's line of questioning suggested a concern about limiting the judiciary's ability to act as a check on potentially unconstitutional government actions. This was interpreted by many MAGA supporters as a lack of full support for Trump's legal strategy, leading to a significant backlash online. Some supporters even went as far as to call her a disgrace, an embarrassment, and even a traitor for not fully aligning with what they saw as the America First mandate. This sentiment has been echoed in other instances where Justice Barrett and even Chief Justice John Roberts have sided with the court's liberal contingent on certain cases. For example, a March 2025 ruling where Barrett and Roberts joined the liberal justices to thwart Trump's efforts to freeze $2 billion in foreign aid and halt, in part, other drastic measures, drew immediate blowback from conservatives. Commentators noted that these rulings, while perhaps not outright defeats for the Trump administration, demonstrated a willingness of these justices to side against his legal challenges, albeit cautiously. This ongoing tension highlights a fundamental aspect of judicial independence that seems to be a source of frustration for President Trump. While he aimed to appoint justices who shared his conservative philosophy, the expectation, it appears, was also for unwavering loyalty to his specific policy agenda. The reality of the Supreme Court, where justices are appointed for life and are expected to interpret the law rather than simply rubber-stamp executive actions, seems to be clashing with the former president's expectations. As Trump continues to seek to reshape the judiciary, with a new batch of judicial nominees currently facing a Senate panel, these concerns about judicial loyalty will undoubtedly remain a significant theme. The question for many conservatives now is whether the focus will shift from simply appointing ideologically aligned judges to ensuring a more direct commitment to the president's immediate policy goals. It's clear that the dynamic between the executive and judicial branches, particularly concerning presidential appointments, remains a crucial area of political discourse. We will continue to follow these developments closely.